And almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
That'd be funny if that thing said, instead of saying almost uninterrupted, if he said almost unintelligible. That'd be funny. Yeah. Little self-defecation on the radio podcast.
That's it.
Does it seem like the day flew by today when the regular old show, or did it drag?
Yeah. It felt quick.
It did. God, I have that. People say that all the time. They listen to the show, it just goes by so fast because it's such a treasure, you know. Like when you get a really sweet tasting drink, like a cocktail. Then people go, ooh, you suck that down fast. And you're like, yeah, that's what this show is. A girly cocktail. A girly cocktail coming out of your phone and device.
Let's run with it.
I like that.
Alexis's boyfriend almost killed her last night in his sleep and in her sleep. But he said he was just trying to make her more comfortable. So she caught him. And then he was about to choke her, and then she woke up, and then he had to pretend like he was fluffing her pillow for her.
Mm-hmm. And sleep talking.
Trying to make you more comfortable.
Trying to make you more comfortable.
Before I kill you.
Oh, it's so creepy, dude.
I want to make you more comfortable.
There's nothing he could do about that, though. He can't help it. It's just like, you know, if he hurt you in his sleep and you got mad at him, that'd be like getting mad at him for something that you dreamed about.
He needs to
dreamt.
He needs to go sleep somewhere else then.
Well, you need to go sleep somewhere else.
No, I'm not the one that's like doing that.
Why don't you just start sleeping in a helmet?
No.
sleep in one of those suits that they train the police dogs in. Nothing can hurt you.
And I woke up so quick, so that's why I'm like, you know, why did I wake up so fast? I mean, I'm glad I did, but obviously the energy in the room was horrible.
Oh, the energy.
It was, because I woke up super fast. Like, I woke up right away. It wasn't like he was making noise or like moving around.
Your body was like, get up,
my
defend
body,
yourself.
Exactly. That's what like surprises me the most, and it also scares me.
It's little women's intuition, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, only little women have? That's a little women's intuition.
That's it.
There's a hilarious list from the New York Post of celebrities who claim to have had sex with ghosts.
Whoa.
I think this is it just shows how crazy ass celebrities
who
live their stupid lives.
They believe they've had sex with ghosts.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Kesha on that list?
Yeah. Kesha, I don't know his name, but he was in my house and he just started like caressing me. It was a sexy time, but it wasn't like sex. Very profound. Okay, so you believe in ghosts, Alexis?
Yeah.
Do you think that these celebrities are telling the truth, that they had sex with ghosts?
I don't think you can do that.
But you don't think if there's a ghost in the house that can do things, you don't think one could satisfy you sexually in some way or another if you believe that the ghosts are roaming around the house?
No.
Because they say there are mean ghosts and nice ghosts. I mean, that'd probably be the nicest ghost that you could have.
They say. Who's that?
People who believe in that shit say it all the time. Oh, he's not a bad ghost. He's nice. She's nice.
Yeah.
Boning you? Which one is that? Is that a nice
That's
one?
the nice one, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
That's the nicest. Well,
with consent.
No.
Yeah,
I don't want one doing it, and I just said no. Thank you.
Kesha said she just started getting stroked. You can't do that. If you did that at a mall, you'd be arrested.
Yeah, but if I woke up and that was happening, I would be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I like to be caressed.
TJ.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
I need to get my hands on you, TJ.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to be, roughed up or anything. Not like that. Bobby Brown. He said, one night I woke up to the sensation of a woman on top of me. I looked up and in the mirrors, I could actually see a white woman straddling me on. Okay.
Yeah, Bobby Brown.
Well, Lucy Liu. She said some sort of spirit came down from God knows where and made love to me. It was sheer bliss. I felt everything. And then he floated away. Now, none of them pose the option here it could have been a dream. I saw a ghost. A ghost was having his way with me, or her way with me, is what they're thinking.
That's a good point, though. Like you could have dreamed that, maybe.
Coco Austin said, I was watching TV. I was sitting on the couch and I was wearing a nightie and I felt my dress move up my leg. I looked down and got freaked out. I pushed it down, watched TV, felt it again, and I could see it being pulled up. And then I felt a guy breathing in my ear.
I don't like that.
They seem like dangerous ghosts rather than good ghosts.
Dan Aykroyd on the who's on the top of everybody's mind nowadays.
But he's a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, he said somebody crawled in bed with me once, and I thought I'm just going to roll over and snuggle up next to it.
What?
Maybe that guy was gay and he wanted to have some fun. I'd be surprised if I was his type. But when you're dead, you'll take what you can get. Now, it sounds like he's just being funny, trying to be funny, Dan Aykroyd. But these other lunatics, they actually think that they made the sex with ghosts.
Let me see that ghost. Don't
See that ghost booty?
pull it out.
Look back at it. Clapping ghost cheeks.
Make a ghost clap.
Wow, that's wild.
I mean, if they enjoyed it, good for them.
But it would be my luck. The ghost that was in my house was some, deranged criminal from 1920 serial killer that died trying to escape Alcatraz or something. Just some-
It's not a hot ghost.
Right. But would you care if it's a ghost?
Yeah. I want to hook up with an ugly ghost.
Now it's like I told you that story about Wonder Woman and Superman down on the beach making love. I told you that, Alexis.
No.
Oh, them Superman and Wonder Woman, they was fighting crime. They need to take a break. Superman said, "Hey, let's go down here on the beach, hang out a little bit." Next thing you know, one thing led to another, and old Superman was, he was just going to town on her. I mean, they was getting nasty. Everything was fine, then all of a sudden, old Superman felt somebody on top of him. Hard, too. Shocked them both. And then he stopped all of a sudden. And Wonder Woman said, "What was that?" Old Superman said, "I don't know. But the Invisible Man just wore me out." Said Invisible Man just wore me out. Actually, it said something else, but I'm gonna keep it a little bit calm.
This guy. This guy.
Now I wouldn't want nothing like that.
No. If you're a ghost and you can have sex with anybody, essentially, you can float through the wall. Why are you
Yeah.
choosing Dan Aykroyd? Going for Enrique or somebody,
Okay, so Riggins, say you could pick your ghost.
you know?
Who would it be?
Ooh.
It has to be
You know,
someone dead.
question.
I think, yeah, the newest ghost I could think of someone who has dearly departed that might fall in that category is Suzanne Summers.
Yep, that's a good answer. I would go Eleanor Roosevelt. Now, I don't know. That's tough to think about.
The super sexy Eleanor.
Eleanor Roosevelt's
Who's a hot?
passed away.
That's really tough.
Raquel Welch.
Are we saying that they had to be attractive as they died, or could it be an earlier looking version of the person?
Oh yeah, because if you're a ghost, you're going to be your best looking version of yourself. You're not going to be like
Well,
old.
But that's in
fair
heaven.
Yeah.
The ghost you always see in the movies, the ghost always looks old, and they're still carrying chains around with them and some
Yeah.
of these things. Like, oh.
Bandaged up.
Yeah, because I was thinking like Anna Nicole Smith, but
Oh man.
not.
I just made an error. I just Googled most famous dead women. It's like Mother Teresa, Rosa Parks, Anne Frank. That's bad. But I mean, you do get
that's a good
Marilyn
one.
Monroe, Princess Di.
That is a good one though, Anna Nicole Smith.
Anna Nicole Smith's a great one.
Yeah.
She was beautiful.
Up until the day she got called home.
Tina Turner. I'm looking up 20 famous women who just
Selena.
recently died.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Selena.
Queen
So it would
Elizabeth.
usually,
Damn Selena ghost cheeks.
because it would, you would usually, if you're thinking of it in that way, it would probably be somebody who was an untimely death, who died before, before they got old or whatever.
Princess
Adds a
Diana.
different spin to it.
I never thought Princess Diana was that
Very
hot.
beautiful.
What was
Do you
that?
think so? She was average. I mean, I think it was just compared to Queen Elizabeth. Everybody's like, "Oh, this Diana's beautiful."
Or compared to her husband.
Yeah, she was beautiful for him. That's for sure. Then again, a goat's ass is beautiful for him.
Wow, that's really difficult.
That girl Elizabeth Short, who was the Black Dahlia, she was pretty. She was. I mean, this is a long time ago, but
She was killing all the guys she was hooking up with.
no, she was killed.
Oh,
Yeah, and yeah.
Another one, Brittany Murphy.
Oh yeah. She was cute.
is Willa Ford still alive?
I believe so.
I think she's still dating Nick Backstreet Boys, Nick Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, she's alive.
That rolls.
Yeah,
that
she
out.
lives.
She was pretty though, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
real
she
cute.
was.
Kind of like it was, all you see is Brittany and Christine, and all of a sudden Willa Ford. I want to be bad. I'm like, oh, I bet you do, Willa Ford. Be the baddest.
That is a difficult. What about for you, Alexis?
Yeah.
Alexis, not Alexis. Alexis.
Throw some names out there. Who's died recently?
Burt Reynolds.
He's a hot older dude.
Sean Connery.
He's dead.
No. Ew.
No.
Ew. He's not ill, but I don't like him.
So you mean this isn't a conversation that all women have had at one time or another?
Dave Thomas from Wendy's.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Even if he gave you one of those gold cards that you could eat at Wendy's for free anytime you wanted?
Well, now that might change things. He might become a little bit more attractive that way.
What about
And if it's a ghost, you'd probably be the only one that could see him, so nobody would know.
Okay.
what about that guy who played Dumbledore? He just died.
No, I saw him come up and I was like, nope, not him.
Snape.
Not Snape.
Which one is Dumbledore?
The one with the big.
Long beard.
Yeah, he's the main guy from Harry Potter.
What's the little alien-looking one there?
Dobby.
Dobby, yeah.
He's so gross.
He's so cute.
Oh, another.
And that's Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Or Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. I love how you're like, Harry Potter, who's like the main guy in that? And she's like, Dumbledore. No, it's Harry Potter.
Well, yeah, I know, but he's like the main old man. He's the main old man.
He's like the main guy. No, the main guy is Harry Potter.
More than just regular funny. This is Extra Funny. There's more of Ace and TJ's Extra Funny podcast next.
More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV. It's Thursday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern or watch anytime on demand after 9. Then it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. And a special Ace TJ TV presentation of Live from the Living Room is live on our Facebook and TikTok feeds at 7 p.m. Eastern. Ace TJ Prime Plus members today get to know Ace TJ on the road, a new video feature live from the cast members' cars. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
When it comes to making memories this summer, whether it's with your family, your friends, your significant other, there is one place where you can do it all. And that place is Gaston County. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out about all the incredible stuff that you can do this summer in Gaston County. Hiking, biking, swimming, shopping, great places to stay, and things like the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. Gaston County offers a lot of different and unique opportunities for you to make some incredible memories over the summer. And many of them are outdoors. This is a special time of the year, not too hot, just right for zip lines or hiking, biking, getting out on the trails. Makes no difference. They've got it all. Whether you're a novice or you're experienced in whatever you want to do, Gaston County has something special for you. Go to acetj.com/Gaston and find out all about the incredible things to do this summer in Gaston County. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out what's happening in Gaston County. If you have nagging pain, imagine being rid of that nagging pain with no medication, no surgery, and no downtime. It could happen thanks to Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, Neogenics. Call 704-727-6551 or go to acetj.com/Neogenics.
Hey, it's Ace from the Ace and TJ Show, and I'm out here at beautiful Northstone Country Club in Huntersville, North Carolina. Just getting ready, getting some practice in for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 Golf Tournament. It happens Monday, November 13th, and it's all to benefit our charity, Peyton's Promise. Look, it's a day off from work. It's one round of golf for a great charity, and in the process, you're going to have a great time. In addition to golf, we've got the long drive competition. We've got putting for Peyton, so give me 1 second here. Well, I can't win anyway. You see why I need to practice. Go to acetj.com/golf to get signed up. It's acetj.com/golf. We need you. Peyton's Promise needs you. And your one round of golf could change somebody's life forever. acetj.com/golf for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 Golf Tournament, Monday, November 13th.
More than just a little funny. More than just average funny. This is Extra Funny. It's the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
This is one of my favorite things. You know, if you had a list of my favorite things, this would probably be on it. Reading the stupid messages that guys send to girls when they're being offensive and they're trying to date the girls. This is from Australia. They did an article about how women get ick from dating apps sometimes because of what guys do. It says an anonymous woman in an Australian women's Facebook group shared a screenshot of the first message she received from a man on the dating app Hinge. He ditched the niceties and went straight to the gutter conversation. It says that Hinge encourages users to create message prompts to start conversations, and she shared that she was the type of person who forgets to reply to people's texts. And he said, quote, "For every text you forget to reply to, that's one spank on your butt."
Ew.
How red is that butt of yours going to be, I wonder?
Ew.
What?
That's the very first message he ever sent to her.
Oh,
Idiot.
gross.
One spank.
One spank. How red is your butt gonna be? Ew.
He's so red.
Not even a, hey, my name's Bill. Or
Right.
no, nothing.
And then another one started out with, do you have a high sex drive? She said, why would you ask that before you know anything about me? Just wondered. You have a lot more luck if you didn't give in with a question like that so soon. He goes, not interested then?
Hang in there, my man. Stay with it.
Let's get right to the point.
Right.
Let me ask you a question.
Let's see. Here's one that started the conversation by asking a woman if she wanted to see his thing. Another guy complimenting a woman's tattoos and breasts as a straight introduction. Like, hey, well, I really like your tattoos and titties. Hey, what you boys looking for tonight? What y'all getting into when you going out into the town? Oh man, we just looking for tattoos and titties. That's it. That sounds like that could be a good name for one of your strip club review things, Rick.
Tats and
A good band name.
Tats and titties.
Tattoo.
I like that.
There's another woman shared a bunch of screenshots. It said that most of the messages quickly turned sexual. One man messaged her on a dating app, and before he even said hello or asked if she'd be up for a sex chat, he sent a vulgar message. Not gonna lie, I'd tear that back up.
Whoa.
Is what he said.
okay.
I don't see that that's very sexually suggestive.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's like, okay, well, as long as you're not lying about it, then okay.
He's truthful.
But is this the reason why they're? It used to be you could say this, but maybe not now. Why they're on the dating site is because they don't know how to act around women like in person. But so many people use dating sites now, dating apps, that you can't really say that about them as much because
Yeah.
you know even normal people are using dating apps, not just idiots. But then on the other hand, people would say, well, if the women are on the dating apps too, then you know they don't know their way around social situations. So they're made for each other. You remember, Ace, that used to be a thing. If like people would say, how did y'all meet? Because they wouldn't want to say that they met online.
They were embarrassed by
Yeah,
it.
it was.
I never thought
it was
there was
a
any
stigma.
but never really any reason to be embarrassed by that. I don't think. It's a new way to meet people. It's the way people are, a new medium with which to converse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I don't see anything wrong with it. But I will say that I am glad I never had to resort to that. But there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't me.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Now, when before they had the internet and people would connect on, those dating services and stuff like that, I bet that would have been fun.
There was a TikTok one day of men on video dating services from the 80s,
Yeah, I've seen that.
which was kind of the precursor to this. And they are, oh my God, they're unbelievable in the things that they say. And they're not being, well, I guess some of them are being sexual, with like double entendre type stuff, but they're so.
Yeah, it doesn't even
Cringy.
seem real because they're so
I
bad.
wonder if I can find that real quick.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, because that wasn't, wasn't so offensive back then. You said a lot more stuff than you do now.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch the dating game, the game show, the dating game.
Yeah.
There were a lot of sexually suggestive things in there.
But listen, not everybody is as lucky as like Tech D Rob, who like fell in love with his, cousin's roommate. Like that worked out perfectly. Like happenstance, or whatever that is, coincidence that they ran into each other and it just like worked out. But
Yeah,
it happened for everybody.
you see Rob, checking the dating sites, the dating apps that he's on, saying if he's getting a match or getting a swipe or whatever.
I did before I met Meredith.
You did?
Oh, I forgot you did. You
What?
said you did a dating app.
Yeah, you met one of the people that
What?
it's like at a Halloween party. When I met that girl
What?
on,
Rod brought a date?
I don't remember that. You brought her to a party?
It was a Halloween thing we were doing in near the Fillmore and all that. Remember
Okay.
we used to do those things.
Had you already hung out with her a few times? And what was your profile picture?
I don't remember. I really have no idea.
I want to know what you had on your bio.
Yeah, do you remember any of your bio, Rob?
I don't. It was.
don't have the
it's,
profile.
It's almost like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but it had to have like sci-fi movies and video games and
I'm the dungeon
all of that
master.
kind of stuff.
That's probably what it said. I'll be the
Welcome to
dungeon
the
of your
dungeon.
master.
I didn't
He
play
didn't
The
even
master of your
I want to be the
dungeon.
master of your dungeon.
he didn't even play Dungeons and Dragons back then.
only played for about 5 years.
I got a dragon for you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Hey,
this is a fire breather. I'll tell you that right now.
tell you what, we're gonna play some D&D, and it's got a whole new meaning.
No, we ain't playing D&D. We playing D and that.
Like, do you want to see my 3D printer?
What was it? Tinder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he was swiping left and right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it works.
I would
I'm
pay
Rob.
to see that.
I'm Rob. I'm 25. I slay dragons and ass.
Yeah, right.
I'm the Slay Master.
Hell
Karaoke king.
Yeah. Could we open your profile? You don't still have it.
I deleted it when I
You deleted
And
it.
imagine if he like
Good man.
activated it and Meredith found out, that'd be a bad situation.
Would it?
Yes.
Why? Because if he hasn't been on there in forever. Wouldn't she find that? Wouldn't Meredith find that amusing to see your Tinder profile, Rob?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Yeah.
What happened between you and the girl?
I don't remember, honestly. It just didn't work out.
Yeah. How many dates did y'all go on? How close did you get?
To what?
2 or 3.
Oh, 2 or 3. Yeah. So y'all weren't really dating or anything.
She had a kid too. It was.
Oh, that's why you broke up with her because she had your kid.
Oh man, I would have been like so excited.
Oh, I can't believe you didn't have on your profile, Rob, that you didn't want to go out with anybody with kids. You don't like kids.
I don't think that there was like I didn't know when I first started talking to this person.
Did you ever meet the kid?
No,
How old was the child?
I don't know. It was toddler age at least, or at most.
What is the minimum age of a woman's child that they need to be before she starts dating?
You don't think toddler?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say 3 weeks, maybe.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, you clearly have an opinion. What is
No, I
the-
don't. It just hit me. Yeah, I would probably say.
Well, you said pregnant women shouldn't be dating, so you.
Mm-hmm. I did, didn't I? Now that don't mean they ain't beautiful. You know, I love them big old bellies. Hey, especially this time of year, you know, paint that old pregnant belly up like a damn pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern.
That was our first date, painting her belly.
God, weird.
I put my mark on that thing. But yeah, I think probably, 2 maybe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I just tried to do like lost password on all my emails, and it's gone. No account.
Oh, that would have been so awesome.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
So Ace, how long is your baby? How old is he going to be before Amanda starts dating again?
Probably 1. He's 4 now, so it's give him 8 more months.
You think that long?
That could be. It's a long time. It seems like.
What do you think?
Because he can
Rick?
stay with because her parents can keep him all weekend. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you were open to dating women with children,
How old does the kid have to be?
Like if you're out on a date with a woman and you say, "Yeah, I saw on your profile that you have a son. How old is he?" And she said, "He's 7 weeks." Would that turn you off?
Yeah.
I think if you're
7
saying how many
years.
weeks it is,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want no kid, no. Yeah, to be grown. At least in college or something.
But yeah, what about Rob, when you were dating, if you could have someone that you could play video games with, if the kid was old enough to be your video game partner?
oh no, I don't want that.
What?
I don't want to play games with kids. They don't know how to play.
I disagree.
Yeah, they probably.
This game ain't for kids. This is real shit. This means something.
These kids are better at games than us.
Can't even believe you'd ask that, Alexis.
Stupid
Insulted
effing
him
question.
like that.
They're not gonna take it serious.
Oh my god.
Has Meredith ever been on a dating site?
I don't think so, but I don't know for
Did
sure.
she know that you were?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I really don't
Can we
know.
reveal it to her on the air?
I've really never brought it up, but I'm sure she probably knew. I'm sure I brought it up.
Yeah. Do you think your cousin tells her or has told her stuff about you that you haven't told her?
Probably because she tried to deter her from being attracted to me when it first came up.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just so damn hard for all of us
Yeah.
to not be attracted to you.
I wonder what she was saying to Meredith to like dissuade her. She's like, he's a blah, blah, blah. What could she have said?
He's lazy.
Leaves his socks in the middle of the floor. He comes home and strips down to his underwear. He won't ever go anywhere with you if there are going to be people around. You know, all
She's
this
probably just making up stuff. She's like, he's a Nazi sympathizer. What? Is he really? Yeah, big time.
Even though he's like Hitler's chosen. It's
Oh my gosh. But I like him.
Can't help it.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes.
More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV. It's Thursday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern or watch anytime on demand after 9. Then it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. And a special Ace TJ TV presentation of Live from the Living Room is live on our Facebook and TikTok feeds at 7 p.m. Eastern. Ace TJ Prime Plus members today get to know Ace TJ on the road, a new video feature live from the cast members' cars. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
When it comes to making memories this summer, whether it's with your family, your friends, your significant other, there is one place where you can do it all. And that place is Gaston County. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out about all the incredible stuff that you can do this summer in Gaston County. Hiking, biking, swimming, shopping, great places to stay, and things like the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. Gaston County offers a lot of different and unique opportunities for you to make some incredible memories over the summer. And many of them are outdoors. This is a special time of the year, not too hot, just right for zip lines or hiking, biking, getting out on the trails. Makes no difference. They've got it all. Whether you're a novice or you're experienced in whatever you want to do, Gaston County has something special for you. Go to acetj.com/Gaston and find out all about the incredible things to do this summer in Gaston County. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out what's happening in Gaston County. If you have nagging pain, imagine being rid of that nagging pain with no medication, no surgery, and no downtime. It could happen thanks to Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, Neogenics. Call 704-727-6551 or go to acetj.com/Neogenics.
Hey, it's Ace from the Ace and TJ Show, and I'm out here at beautiful Northstone Country Club in Huntersville, North Carolina. Just getting ready, getting some practice in for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 Golf Tournament. It happens Monday, November 13th, and it's all to benefit our charity, Peyton's Promise. Look, it's a day off from work. It's one round of golf for a great charity, and in the process, you're going to have a great time. In addition to golf, we've got the long drive competition. We've got putting for Peyton, so give me 1 second here. Well, I can't win anyway. You see why I need to practice. Go to acetj.com/golf to get signed up. It's acetj.com/golf. We need you. Peyton's Promise needs you. And your one round of golf could change somebody's life forever. acetj.com/golf for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 Golf Tournament, Monday, November 13th.
J app every weekday at 9 a.m. and download it wherever you want. This is Ace and TJ's Extra Funny Podcast.
So, Rickens, what was that story you had earlier? And it was about fat shaming and stuff. Somebody accusing somebody of fat shaming and whatnot.
Yeah, it was a guy who said he pulled his kids out of school because he thought their teacher, because she was 200 pounds overweight, was not an inspiring figure for his kids. And they called him a fat shamer.
And then they said he's fat phobic.
Fat phobic.
Okay. So if somebody has a phobia, it means they are afraid of something. Like if you have claustrophobia, then it means you're afraid of when you're in confined spaces. So it's a legitimate mental condition, right? So he's not fat phobic because he's not afraid of fat people.
Yeah.
He just thinks that they're disgusting. Right?
Maybe in a
So-
roundabout way, you might be afraid that what that image is projecting to the world, that it's okay to be that. So you might be, not in the, like scared, but scared of what that means.
Okay, so my point is, if he were legitimately fat phobic, then he has a mental condition. So, if someone has a mental condition, aren't we supposed to show them grace and not make fun of them or say that they're evil for having the mental condition they have? Like, you wouldn't take somebody who's claustrophobic and say, you're disgusting and you're terrible and you're an awful person and all this stuff. But you take a guy who could possibly have a full-fledged mental condition where he is afraid of people who are overweight, and yet he's fair game for everybody to just treat any way they want to treat him.
Wow.
I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I think it's mean.
Some bigots.
Yeah. Making fun of somebody's disability is what it is.
You can't help it.
Yeah, I don't know. I should see if they did a follow-up because they were pretty hard on that guy. Mm-hmm. They really raked him through the coals.
Because we have a friend who does have a severe phobia of something that is so, I guess, what we would have called politically incorrect. The thing that he has the legitimate fear of is something that nobody gave him any slack at all for being afraid of this particular thing because of the same thing. Like, he's just being mean, and I can't believe he's like this and all this stuff. But he could not. I mean, I'm joking about this other guy being silly, but he couldn't help it. He would actually break down and hyperventilate and all of this stuff. He'd have an anxiety attack out of fear of this particular thing.
And I don't have any compassion. I think you get over that.
You think?
Yes, you have to.
I don't think you can.
Because it's not like being, without saying it, we know somebody that's deathly terrified of birds. I get that. You can't control birds, but they're animals. Like, you might just be scared of dogs.
But it's the same trigger point in the brain.
I think it's up when it's up. I can't really.
Okay, here is the example. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but let's just say that this guy would break down and have anxiety attacks and hyperventilate and all of that stuff if he's around Latinos. Let's say that. It was not that, but I'm just saying Alexis. If Alexis walked in here and he were in here and he's afraid, he's got a phobia about Latinas, then it would be comparable to what he's afraid of.
Yeah.
I wish someone would walk in here like that. I'll throw tacos at them.
But again, I mean, but that would be like if if someone has arachnophobia, if you threw spiders on them.
See, I disagree.
Because you don't buy the fact that he has that.
No, I
that
believe it, but
condition.
if somebody walked in here and was like, "I'm deathly afraid of Latinos," or they told you that before going, you'd be like, "Okay, well, you got to get you can't walk in here. You're expected to be a normal."
Well,
member of society.
if I had seen the way he acts when he did see a Latina, and that it was a legitimate breakdown, then I would say, okay, well, then you don't need to go in here because we got a sassy one in that room, and you don't need to be around her.
That makes it even worse.
we got one that if she finds out your weakness, she'll want to try to hug you and make it even worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So stay out here. The same way you would if you say, hey, look, they're having to deal with a tarantula in there. I know you got arachnophobia. Wait until they get that tarantula out. Before you go in the room.
This Latina
Yeah, we got to get her out. She'll be trying to leave early anyway. We're going to get her out, and then you can come in.
When it's a person, I think you got to deal with it differently.
I must be speaking Spanish. And then I'm going to laugh like that. Won't even know what I'm saying.
Laughing Hispanic.
Yeah.
What was it? I know
That'd be great.
it is a
I would
tough.
love that.
It's a tough situation because people do have these, but I'm just saying that there are certain types of full-fledged legitimate phobias that people have that because they're politically incorrect or offensive, then you don't accept it like you would some other legitimate phobia.
Have you ever heard of another one that's not the one you're referring to, about like a Latino or a fear of white people?
The same thing. The same thing that this guy's afraid of.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but
Okay.
anyone other than that, like another group.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I haven't either,
no.
but I have heard of that one. But again, since they're people, I would find that not tolerable.
Well, okay. Clowns. There's so many people that have a phobia of clowns.
Yeah, valid.
I think it's for the same reason, because the clown is portrayed so often as being something that's out of the ordinary, that is like, from almost like from stories and things like that people have told about clowns through the years, or where they've put them in certain places in movies and things. And the fact that you don't run into a clown in day-to-day life very often as an adult.
Yeah.
And if you're doing day-to-day as a kid, then call the police. If every day your kid comes home and says, I saw a clown again today.
Where?
Yeah, you can call the police.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to find someone who's scared of Latinas.
I know. I want to do that so bad. It's like Fear Factor, but it'll be me.
Just put you in a room with a light.
Yeah, I got nowhere to go.
It's so
Tiny
ridiculous.
one,
You're like,
too.
how long can you last? 5 minutes?
Face your fears.
That's crazy.
Imagine
Come
if
in
they-
dancing salsa. I'd be like the most Latino you could be.
Yeah.
What if they were scared of Latinas and short people?
But it would be worse even, because if you told them, hey, you're gonna face your fears today, there's gonna be a Latina that's gonna come and help you face your fears, it would be even worse, because you'd be late. He'd be anxious. Okay, let's just get it over with or whatever. And you're like 10 minutes late. He's like, where is she? It's the whole
It's
package.
the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.